day, everyone. How are you doing? I trust you had very lovely day. Alright, so my name is Victoria Weke and I'm the facilitator for today, and I'm so happy doing that because this is the very first edition of Reflect Business Academy video podcast. Yes, this is our very first edition. And today we are going to be taking you on a very interesting ride. We are going to be talking about a very important topic, and the topic is laws governing the building of wealth. What are those laws that governs building of wealth? All right, we all know that everything on earth operates under laws and principles, right? So it's okay to wish, it's okay to pray, but applying principles is what brings out results. As you know, God is principles based, and as believers we should know that we are to follow principles on whatever we want. And so we are going to go quickly into what we have for today, and the first law is desire. Yes, desire. You know, desire means to sought after something, to earnestly yearn for a thing. In relating it to wealth, it means to desire wealth, right? To become money conscious. Yeah, that is the first step. That is the starting point of wealth building, desire. So desire in this sense is, like I said, you have to sought after wealth, you have to yearn to have it, you have to, because what happens is that once the human mind conceives an idea to want to accomplish, the human mind always wins. That's how powerful your mind is. Your mind always wins on whatever ambition, whatever thing is set to achieve. This illustration in the scriptures, when the children of Israel wanted to build the Tower of Babel, we know that it got to a point where God had to come down himself. In Genesis chapter 11, God had to come down himself, and what he said was that these people have determined in their hearts to do this, and so therefore he had to come and divide them, because he saw that in their hearts they were determined. That's the power of desire. Once you set your heart on something, just be at rest, you will achieve it. So at the stage of desire, there might be so many limitations that will come your way. Yes, there will be so many limitations that will come your way that will stop you from wanting to achieve your dream, wanting to achieve your aim. But regardless of whatever limitations, you should keep your desire alive. Make sure your desire is alive. Make sure it is alive. Let nothing kill your desire. Let nothing limit you from achieving what you want to achieve. All right. So we are going to be looking at how your desire can be translated into riches. Yes. Steps of converting your desire into riches. Yes. Converting your desires into riches. First is that you have to know the exact amount of money you want. Yes, you have to know the exact amount of money you want. And then secondly, you have to know what you can exchange for that money. You have to know what you want to give in exchange for that money. All right, because to make money, you need your skill, you need your talent, you need a business, you need so many things. So at this second stage, that's where you have to think of possible ways you can use to generate whatever money you have desired. And then thirdly, you have to create a time limit of attaining the amount of money you desire. For example, you desire to make ₦1 million in 6 months. All right, that is a desire. It should not just end here. You should now think of the possible ways you can use to make that money. Do you want to open a business and then in 6 months time you are going to make ₦1 million? Do you want to use your skill to make the ₦1 million? This is the point where you now have to think of the possible things you can give in exchange for money, because people go for value. Everybody has money in their pocket, but you have to give something that is valuable to get it out of their pocket. All right, and so this is the stage where you think about it. I want to give an illustration of what happened to me last year. All right, so last year I really needed money for something, and I knew the amount of money I needed, and I knew the time limit I have given to attain that amount of money. Now when it got to the point where I have to now think of what I can give in exchange, I am a seamstress, I'm a tailor, so the possible idea that came to my mind that fit into the kind of person I am is to make skirts and sell it out. Alright, so that is how I choose to generate the money that I was earnestly learning for, through my skill, through whatever God has put in my hands. That is how we used to generate the money. And then fourthly, you have to create a plan. You have to create a plan, follow and be persistent with it. Be persistent with it. This is the stage where people just have ideas. They have ideas of what they want to do and they just jump into it. The thing is, you are jumping into errors, because anything you embark on without planning is sure to fail. Is sure to fail. So if you plan that you want to use your skill to convert into cash, then you have to plan on how do you intend on reaching your customers. What are the marketing strategies you want to use? Do you want to sell it in the market? Do you want to use social media? Do you want to use marketers? So these are different factors you have to factor in your planning. If you say you want to launch out a business where you want to use as a means to generate 1 million in 6 months, then you have to sit down and create a plan. You just have to create a business plan. Whatever it is that is coming to your mind, whatever idea you have to create a plan and follow it. It's not just about writing the plan, you have to follow it and see that it is done. Now the fifth stage is write it and be clear. You have to write down your plan, your process, everything on paper, and be clear about it. And lastly, whatever you have written, you have to intentionally, like I'm using the word intentional because there's tendency to want to be at ease in this stage. So you have to intentionally pick up whatever you have written and read it morning and night. Read it consistently until your subconscious takes on the identity of one who has already owned such amount of money. So your mind immediately unlocks. Your mind immediately becomes active on ways you can make money. It affects how you spend. It affects the way you spend. It will affect the kind of friends you keep. It will put on you a certain kind of identity that you feel as though you were already in possession of it. But at this point, you are not yet in possession of it, but you already have a tangible plan you have to follow. And if you are consistent with your plan, if you are persistent with your plan, in 6 months you are going to get whatsoever you have already desired. Now this is the power of the mind. This is how powerful our mind is. This is how powerful God has created our human mind. As long as we have desired the thing and we plan towards it and we are persistent, it will happen. So like I said, the first law is desire. And desire means to sought after something, to yearn for something. And in regards to it means to become money conscious, to yearn and sought for money. Alright, and I already gave down the steps on how to follow it, on how to desire and convert your desire into riches. And quickly, I want you to do a quick assignment. Write down your desire, write down your steps you want to follow through, and then in the next podcast or in the comment section, you should tell me what are those plans, or you should just send us a DM, what are those plans, and then you need someone to hold you accountable to it, because you cannot really accomplish much if you do not have someone that holds you accountable. So you are reaching out to us so that we become your accountability partners to help your journey, to hasten your journey. So see you next week, and don't forget to follow our social media platforms, Reflect Business Academy, on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.